Illuvium is a play-to-earn metaverse game built on blockchain technology. There are more than 100 NFT pets with different rarities and characteristics in the game. You can find these little creatures in different parts of the planet, breed them with each other, and get new offspring with different characteristics. With these creatures called Illuvial, you can fight against other players in the arena and earn money. It is also stated that unlike other NFT and metaverse games, no gas fee will be paid for any transaction you make in Illuvium. Now let's examine all the features of the game in more detail. But before moving on the game, you can subscribe to channel, and if you like the video, you can support the channel by pressing the like button. Enjoy watching. You take the role of a survivor of a transport vessel in an intergalactic space fleet, investigating a perplexing distress beacon. When you finally reach the origin of the call, you discover a ruined planet, possibly the mythical cradle of your race's civilization. A vast crystal ocean engulfs all but a tiny fraction of the planet. Extreme weather events assault the surface, giving way to strikingly varied climates. A burst of radiation disables the ship's engines and you slam into the planet's surface. Crawling free from the wreckage, you discover majestic beasts, some with near godlike power. Could this be what caused the downfall of this planet? Luckily, your race has begun to master the same energy that the Illuvials harness, and you are able to capture and control the deity-like fauna into slivers of crystal called shards, mined from the planet's surface. To uncover the mysteries of the planet, you become a hunter, traveling across the land subduing and capturing Illuvials and trying to unlock the obelisks that keep most of the world closed off. Illuviary are creatures that you can obtain in-game. There are more than 100 different creatures in the game. All of them have different characteristics and rarities. The game makers say that the characteristics of these creatures will not be disclosed and will remain as a surprise. You need to have shards to have creatures and you will have a chance to get Illuviary according to the power of the shards you have. So even if you find a very rare creature, you may not have it. In our next article, I will give information about shards. Illuvials are grouped into one of 5 classes: Fighter, Guardian, Rogue, Scion, and Empath. As in many RPGs, the choices you make regarding the class of your Illuvials will affect the outcome of your battles with wild Illuvials. Draft a team ideally synergistic in qualities and traits that can work well together as a single fighting unit. Using creatures that can adapt to each other together will increase your chances of success in the arena. Shards are probably the most important item in the game. It is only with these shards that players are able to capture Illuvials that they best in combat. As such, each player will want to be stocked with a few before venturing into the world. You can mine them from deposits, but you'll always want to make sure you have something available in case you encounter a rare Illuvial. Like most elements in the game, shards come in a variety of tiers based on their power at capturing Illuvials. The stronger the Illuvial, the harder they are to capture. This is where a strong shard is most effective. The quality of the shard you pull from the ground is random, with the most powerful ones being the rarest. It's not just your creatures who fight in the game. The weapons and armor you have significantly affect your success in battle. There needs to be harmony between your weapon, armor and creatures. If your armor is damaged too much, you may have to wait a certain amount of time. Weapons and armor can also be traded on Illuvidex, the in-game marketplace. Each of these is an NFT. For some players, the draw of the game will be traveling across the world and collecting Illuvials. This can be incredibly lucrative, especially if a player manages to capture something rare and powerful. Illuvials will become harder to capture over time. As more and more are found, their capture rate will change because it is fundamentally tied to the number that have been captured thus far. The difficulty to capture Illuvials will also grow. As you adventure and encounter Illuvials in the wild, your current team will grow in power. Some players will try to defeat their opponents by showing themselves in the arena. They will be able to win various prizes by defeating his opponents, and by using them, they will be able to strengthen himself or earn money by selling it. You can also watch other battles and place bets. Your subordinate drone isn't just a good-looking gadget. In addition to storage and assistance during battle, your PSD is also capable of mining minerals from the planet's surface and forging them into useful items. The landscape is speckled with deposits that contain ore, uncured shards, and rare gemstones. After harvesting these, use your drone to forge them into weapons and suits of armor by infusing the materials with energy. Some materials are much more rare and provide stronger bonuses to your equipment. Wield these yourself for an advantage in combat or sell them on the Illuvidex. Illuvium is also littered with trees that produce various alien fruits that pulsate with energy. Harvest these to create enhancements for your Illuvials in battle or to nurse them back to health without heading back to Sanctum Mesa. Start by customizing your character. Then select your polymorphic subordinate drone. Once you and your sidekick are ready, you can then head out to explore the various regions of the world and the mysteries that shattered it. As you adventure, you will encounter Illuvials that you can fight. If you subdue them, use a shard to snap them up so they are yours permanently. Be careful though, shards have varying power levels. Less powerful shards are likely to fail against powerful Illuvials. For players just starting out, you will be able to mine free shards that are only capable of capturing a select few Illuvials that are far less powerful than some. But you will be able to get started in the game without any expense and learn the mechanics. There are many regions to explore, but most will be inaccessible to the first generation of players. Over time, players will unlock obelisks which allow for travel to new beautiful, challenging, and important regions that come with new Illuvials to battle and collect and shed more light on the enigma that happened here. The maximum supply of the Illuvium token is 10 million units. Its value at the time of making the video is $578, and the highest it has ever seen is $1,911. You can buy Illuvium token from major exchanges such as Binance, Gate.io, MEXC Global, and KuCoin. There are links in the descriptions of the video where you can register to these exchanges with a reduced commission. You can register and purchase by clicking these links. We have come to the end of our video. If you like it, you can support the channel by subscribing and liking the video. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.